Okay, let's just jump right in. I want you to picture a ticking clock. Just close your eyes and visualize it for a second. With every single tick, your financial future for the next 10 years is literally being locked in by the decisions you're making right now, today. It's an urgent reality, and honestly, it's one most people just totally ignore until it's way too late.
Seriously, ask yourself this. Where is your bank account going to be in 10 years? You might think grabbing that extra latte, swiping your card for a fancy dinner out, or skipping just 1 month of saving is no big deal. But those tiny, seemingly invisible financial mistakes you're making right now, if you leave them unchecked, they could literally cost you everything a decade down the line.
So let's dive into this. Today, in this explainer, we're breaking down 7 critical financial mistakes that are silently draining your potential wealth. We're going to map out exactly what they are and how to fix them. And definitely pay close attention as we go through these, because mistake number 5, well, it completely shocks most people, and it'll fundamentally change how you look at the world around you.
All right, Section 1, Debt and Lifestyle Creep. Let's look at those immediate daily cash flow errors.
Mistake number 1 is having absolutely zero safety net. You know how it is. A lot of young adults spend literally everything they earn. The paycheck hits the account and boom, it goes entirely out. And hey, that might feel totally fine when the sun is shining and everything's going your way. But the reality is, the second you get hit with one unexpected medical bill, or a sudden job loss, or a massive car repair, you're completely broke. You have nowhere to fall.
So here's the absolute baseline. You have to save 3 to 6 months of living expenses before doing anything else. 6. You need 6 months of baseline expenses just tucked away in a high-yield savings account. This isn't your investment money. This is your absolute financial safety net. It's the essential buffer between you and total disaster.
Which brings us right to mistake number 2, the credit card trap. Credit cards are incredibly dangerous because, honestly, they feel like magic plastic. It just feels like free money, right up until the day the actual bill shows up in the mail. And by then, the damage is completely done.
20%. Honestly, that number should terrify you. The average credit card interest rate is 20%, sometimes even higher. When you carry a balance month to month, you are literally paying extra money for things you already bought ages ago. You're paying a premium just because you ate a hamburger last October. You absolutely must pay your full balance every single month. No exceptions, no excuses.
And this brilliantly illustrates mistake number 3, lifestyle creep. You know what happens, right? Your income goes up with a raise, but your savings magically stay at 0. Why? Because the absolute second that raise hits, instead of securing your wealth, you go out and sign a lease on a bigger apartment, you upgrade to the newest phone, you finance an expensive car. Every single time your income increases, you have to train yourself to increase your savings first, not your lifestyle.
Moving on to Section 2, the cost of waiting. Let's talk about the psychological and mathematical traps of time.
Mistake 4 is delaying your investment. Time is, without a doubt, the single greatest multiplier of wealth in human existence. So let's set up a really simple scenario. Imagine taking just $200 a month, money you'd probably easily waste on takeout or random subscriptions anyway, and investing it starting at age 22.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the sheer jaw-dropping math of compound interest. If you start investing that $200 a month at age 22, by the time you hit 60, you're sitting on over $800,000. But if you make the mistake of waiting just 1 decade, telling yourself, oh, I'll figure it out when I'm 32, you end up with less than half of that money. You literally lose over $400 grand just by waiting. You have to start today, even if it's just with small amounts.
All right, Section 3, fake wealth versus real knowledge, the illusion of money. And yes, we have finally reached the highly anticipated mistake number 5.
Mistake 5 is falling for the illusion of wealth. Real wealth is invisible. Just let that sink in for a second. We live in this highly toxic culture of buying designer clothes, financing luxury watches, and posting expensive restaurant meals just to look rich on social media. But those items aren't wealth. They are the literal absence of wealth. That is money that has been spent and is gone forever. You have got to stop buying things you don't need with money you don't actually have just to impress people who fundamentally do not care about you. And that flows perfectly into mistake number 6, financial illiteracy. Look, you can't win a game if you don't even know the rules. And the tragic part? Nobody teaches us the actual mechanics of money in school. You don't take a high school class on compound interest or index funds. So most of us are left completely in the dark, basically forced to learn from our parents who, let's be honest,
probably made the exact same financial mistakes we're talking about right now.
The solution here is simple, and it's represented by the number 1. I'm advising you to read just one finance book per month. That's it, 12 books a year. Taking control of your own education and building real knowledge is literally the absolute best investment you will ever make in your entire life. Because as we've seen, real knowledge is what builds actual real wealth.
Section 4, fixing your financial future. And this brings us right to mistake number 7, operating without a target. You need to set financial goals, otherwise your money just disappears every month without a trace.
Let's move to and see how this builds your roadmap. You need to write down 3 exact financial goals today. Ready? Number 1, save a specific X amount by a specific Y date. Number 2, invest a specific Z amount monthly. Number 3, be entirely debt-free by a specific year. Why? Because goals create direction, and direction creates actual, tangible, measurable results.
Now here is the empowering truth I want to leave you with today. These 7 mistakes are incredibly common, but they are absolutely not permanent. Your past doesn't dictate your future. You can fix every single one of these errors starting today just by shifting your mindset and applying the structure we just went through. If this explainer helped bring some clarity to your financial roadmap, please hit like and subscribe, because I'm going to be bringing you more high-impact explainers every single week to keep you right on track.
So I want to leave you with this final provocative question to really challenge your trajectory over the next 10 years. Are you going to be fake rich, constantly stressed and drowning in debt just to keep up an image? Or will you choose to be invisibly wealthy, financially secure, and completely free? The choice is entirely yours. Get out there and start building.